It's good. I'm sorry. I'm taking a different approach on my speech. I'm actually going to inform you guys more on my favorite hip-hop artist and his life. So it's more like a biographical informative speech. His name is Sean Carter, and this is the story of Sean Carter. This is Sean Corey Carter. He was born December 4th, 1969 in Brooklyn, New York. He grew up in the Marcy Projects, which are one of the worst projects out in Brooklyn. He was one of 4 children, the youngest, and his parents were Gloria Carter and Agnes Reeves. This is a picture of him out of elementary school, and there's a little quote that says, from one of his songs, Sean Carter was born December 4th. Weighing in at 10 pounds, 8 ounces, he was the last of my 4 children, the only one who didn't give me any pain when I gave birth to him. And that time he was a special child. And that is a direct quote from his mom out of the song December 4th from his album, The Black Album. These are the Marcy Projects. In 1990, there were 71 reported murders out there. Since 2000, the murder rate and crime rate has actually dropped below half of that. There are only about 15 murders in 2000. And now you can get an apartment, I guess they're called, only $336 a month if you guys are interested in seeing out in the Marcy Projects. Sean Carter attended Eli Whitney High School, where he became close friends with the hip-hop artist known as Notorious B.I.G. He got into, quote-unquote, slinging, selling drugs, and ran with gangs. He discovered a thing called rapping, as it was kind of big out in the ghetto in Brooklyn, and it kind of became his escape from drugs and from running on the streets. He, like I said, began rapping in high school, going to underground rap battles and becoming a little more known on the streets. He was mentored by a guy by the name of Jazz O, who was well known on the streets in the underground scene, who kind of took him under his wing. In 1989, they wrote a song called The Originators, and that appeared on MTV's Yo MTV Raps, which gained them some recognition out in Brooklyn. This is when he got his street name Jay-Z, which is what you guys most likely know him as. It is said that that probably came from the combination of his childhood nickname Jazzy, and also the Jay-Z subway station, which was located close within a mile of the Marcy Projects. And that quote is from that same song that says, Sean used to be in the kitchen, beating on the table and rapping, and until the wee hours of the morning, and then I bought him the box, and his sisters and brothers said he would drive them nuts. But that was my way of keeping close to me and out of trouble, which is another quote from his mom in the same song about how he got off of the streets and into rapping, and that kept him safe and sane, I guess you could say. Even though he made his big break kind of in 1989 with MTV, he remained relatively unknown and not very popular yet. But in 1996, him and some friends started Rockefeller Records, which is still his thing, and he was able to release some singles off of it, and that's where he got his real big break. And now it's where he makes all his money with different rap artists. And this quote is, "I'm not a businessman, I'm a businessman," from Diamond's Kanye West song, kind of saying that he's not a businessman himself, but what he does is a business, and that's more of his lifestyle. This is pictures of a bunch of people holding up the Rockefeller sign. This is actually Tom Cruise holding up the Rockefeller sign. And this is someone from North Carolina, and it's him and Kanye West, which is one of his biggest artists off of Rockefeller Records. Some of his singles include Hard Knock Life, which they got the main line from Little Orphan Annie, I believe it was, or Annie, sorry. Big Pimpin' in 1999 was one of his rare songs, and 2001 was Jigga That Nigga. Too Many Hoes in 2002. In 2003, he released December 4th, which was the song that I would quote it a lot on here, Dirt Off Your Shoulder, and 99 Problems. In 2008, he released the song You're Welcome. In 2009, he released Empire State of Mind with Alicia Keys and DOA, Death of Auto-Tune. Some of his popular albums include the Blueprints Volume 1, 2, 2.1, and 3, the Black Album, American Gangster, and Volume 2 was Hard Knock Life. And in 2010, Rolling Stones called Jay-Z the quote-unquote King of America, because since 1996 he has received 10 Grammy Awards, released 11 #1 records, and in 2009 he signed a $150 million contract with Live Nation, which is one of the bigger contracts they've ever done. And that's when we're excited. And that's it.
Good job.